Hi everyone. In this video I'll explain the representations of finite automata. Representations of finite automata. So finite automata, it can be represented in two ways. So one is transition diagram and second one is transition table. So transition diagram is also known as state diagram. So now we'll see what is the definition of transition diagram and how we construct a transition diagram for a finite automata. So simply, a transition diagram is a directed graph, right? Simply it is a directed graph which can be constructed by using the following steps. Right? By using the following steps. So there is a node for each state in capital Q which is represented by the cycle. Right? Simply we can use a circle representation. So nodes can be represented by circle, and there is a directed edge from node P to node Q labeled A if there is a transition from P with an input symbol A and it is moved to state Q. And the third one, in the start state, there is an arrow and fourth one, acceptance state or final state with double circle. Okay. So simply we can say transition diagram is nothing but is a directed graph. So which is constructed by using this following things, like each and every node of your transition diagram is represented with a circle. So simply we can take a circle representation for states. And there is a directed edge, means you can draw a edge from one node to another node. So when we can draw an edge from one node to another node like this, means you have a directed edge from node P to Q with label A. Simply we can draw like this, like we have a state Q node and then we have another state Q1. So simply I can say this is a state, I can represent it with a circle. So now I have a directed edge from this node to this node with an input A is nothing but there is a transaction. There is a transition function from Q0 with A, then I'll move to Q. So then only we can have a directed edge from Q0 to Q1. And the third one is, in your transition diagram, the initial state it can be represented with circle with arrow. That is nothing but the initial state can be represented like this. So you can have an initial state and that state can be represented with arrow. And the acceptance state or final state in your transition diagram, it can be represented with double circle. Suppose QF is a final state. So now it indicates that with a double circle. So when you observe these symbols in your transition diagram, so you can identify what is that. Means what will be the states available in your final state machine and what will be the initial state and what are the final states and what your transition function will gives you. Like from one state to another state on which input you are taken to move. So that entire things you can find in your transition diagram. So because of that, this is one of the representation for your final state machine. So now the second one is transition table. Right, so transition table you can see. So when we say table is nothing but it's a rows and columns. Right, simply table is nothing but it's a combination of rows and columns. Right, so now you can represent your finite state machine. So finite state machine is nothing but you have the 5 tuples, right? You have the number of states and initial state, final state and the transition function and what are the input symbols. So you can give all these things in your table representation. That's simply said to be a transition table actually. See here, now your transition table is nothing but the rows and columns. So simply you can take this as a table representation. So now it will consisting of the things like so here we have states, input symbols, right? So simply we have 3 columns. Right, so now you have the states that can be represented here and then you can take your input symbols. Suppose if your transition state machine, if your finite state machine will consisting of 3 states, that is Q0, Q1 and Q2. So these are the states. So simply we can say capital Q it is. And then sigma is 0 and 1. Suppose you have like this. And then initial state, that is Q0 and simply you can take your final state is Q2. Right, Q0 is your initial state and then Q2 is your final state. So now delta is your transition function, so which will gives you the next state. So at a current state, for taking some input symbol, so where you are moving, either you are moving from that state to another state or still you are at the same state, that can be given by your transition function. So which is represented with delta, right? So it will take like in a form, so like delta of, you can start with some state, suppose it is of your initial state, then you can read some input symbol. So here input symbols are 0 and 1, right? So from initial state, so now you can start with reading input symbol on your input tape. Now you are moving to some other state. Suppose if I am taken an input 0 and I will be staying in a same state. So that representation you can give here. Okay. So now your transition table will consisting of a rows and column representation. So which will consisting these two things like states and sigma. That is nothing but your input symbols. So here I am written my input symbols for this final state machine. And what are the states here? Q0, Q1 and Q2. So these are all states I am having in my final state machine. And here it represents Q0 is an initial state. So you can represent with arrow. And Q2 is a final state. You can simply represent it with a circle. Right? So now these two columns, it can be filled with your transition function. Suppose if you have a transition diagram, like or else if you have a finite state machine where the transitions are given like this, where delta is, suppose see transition Q0 with 0, you are moving to Q0 itself, and from Q0 to 1, you are moving to Q1. So from Q1 with 0, from Q1 with 0, you are moving to Q2. So from Q1 with 1, so you are in the same state. And from Q2 to 0, you'll be in same state. And Q2 with 1, you are moving to Q1, for example. So now how we can fill this transition table? See what your transition function will say. At the initial state, you can read input symbol 0 and you are moving to the state Q0 itself. So simply you can write Q0 here. And what is your second transition function will say? Like you are at Q0 by taking an input symbol Q1 and you are moving to the next state Q1. So simply you can write like this. And then for transition function for Q1 with 0, you are moving to state Q2. So Q1 with 0, you are moving to state Q2. And Q1 with 1, you are at the state Q1 itself. From Q2, by taking input 0, we are moving to state Q2. From Q2, by taking an input 1, we are moving to state Q1. Right? So this how you can represent your finite state machine by using the transition table. So by using this finite state machine, I am trying to draw my transition diagram. See? So I already said in your transition diagram representation, we can use the symbols like the nodes can be represented with circles. Initial state can be represented with circle with arrow. Final state is represented with double circle. And we have an arrow from one state to another state, depends on your transition function. So first of all, you can draw all your nodes. So here I have 3 nodes in my finite state machine. Right, so I can draw all these 3 nodes. So Q0 is 1, Q1 is another state, and Q2 is the another state. So these are the 3 states I have in my finite state machine. So what your finite state machine will say, Q0 is your initial state. How you can represent your initial state? By using the arrow with circle. So I'll make my Q0 is an initial state in my state diagram or my transition diagram. And what will be my final state? Q2. So I can make Q2 as a final state by drawing double circle to my Q2. So now Q1 is an intermediate state to me. So you are finding Q0 is an initial state and Q1 is an intermediate state and Q2 is a final state. Now you can draw the edges from one state to another state, depends on your transition function. So what your transition function will say, this is of your first transition function. So these are nothing but the rules. So by taking some input symbol from a particular state where you are going to move. So that is given by your transition function. So this is my first transition function. So I'll start with my initial state and I'm reading an input symbol Q0 and where I'm going, I'll be in a same state. So now you can represent like this. So I'm reading an input symbol 0 and I'll be in the same state. By taking input as 1 from Q0, I can move from Q0 to Q1. So now simply you can draw a directed edge from Q0 to Q1 with an input 1. So what this transition function will say, from Q1 by taking 0, I am moving from Q1 to Q2. So now I have an edge from Q1 to Q2 with an input 0. And this transition function will say from Q1 I'm taking 1 as an input, I'll be in the same state. So now this is. And from Q2 I'm taking my input as 0, so I'll be in the same state. So now this can be represented like this. And from Q2 I'm taking an input as 1, I'm moving from Q2 to Q1. So in this way, when a finite state machine is given for you, you can represent by using a transition diagram and the transition table. I hope you all can understand.